We interview Corey Jessop, General Manager of the Sandman Airport Hotel, and ask him about his career and yours.
But we're going to need people again in the kitchens again, like we did in the past.
Could you just tell us a little bit about yourself, what your background is in the culinary industry?
My name is Corey Jessop. I'm the General Manager at the Sandman Signature Ottawa Airport Hotel. I've been in the industry now for just about 30 plus years. Right out of high school, I took a co-op placement program in Culinary at Deerhurst Resort. Back then, I didn't know if culinary was something I planned on getting into. I just wanted to see what it was like. I fell in love with the industry, fell in love with cooking. It took me all the way to Victoria, British Columbia after I wound up getting my apprenticeship with Deerhurst Resort. I spent over 16 years at the Empress Hotel, working my way there, actually starting as a first cook and worked my way up to a sous chef at that time. Moved over to the Vancouver, Fairmont Vancouver Airport as executive sous chef. And then from there, I moved back to Victoria as an executive chef with a few independent hotels. And then eventually stepped a little bit out of the chef and food and beverage role and into more of an operational role as a director of operations, and then into a general manager role with the Sandman Hotel Group, which I've been here now for 10 years.
When it comes to, I don't want to say do-over, but I mean, if you had to go back and you're in the position where these students are in school learning the trade and getting started, and they have aspirations of being a manager or owner or something down the path in their career, is there three things you could say that you suggest that in your experience they should maybe pay attention to or grab onto?
Absolutely. There's a couple that sort of strike me off the top. One is really spending some time in learning the whole capital budget or budget process of this operation. When I was first, exactly probably where your students are now, I'm passionate with food and enjoyed cooking and everything. The last thing on my mind was the whole numbers and everything else at the end of the day. How much does it cost to keep the lights on? How much does it cost to have the garbage picked up? How much does it cost to pay my employees? Were things that I didn't even think of at the time. Now, there are things I think of every day. Market analysis is another one. Knowing who is in your area, whatever, if you're going to start a business. Running a SWOT analysis, where you're analyzing your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in your area of wherever you plan to start up an operation. They're key, and I would have spent more time probably learning a bit more about that. And marketing and sales. As cooks, we like to spend a lot of time playing with our food, but do we really spend a lot of time talking to the people outside and getting to know, promoting our establishment and getting the right contacts and not spending a lot of money? So, really hitting those key targets when it comes to making sure that you're getting the right bang for the buck.
Great, thank you. That's great insight. And as you say, those are things that you can't learn in one go. But I guess I'm wanting them to pay attention when they have opportunities or when they see things happening, to maybe pay a little more attention or ask some questions of their employer and why is it important they do this. So maybe that'll accelerate their path and they'll grasp that knowledge maybe perhaps a little quicker.
Yeah, I would have definitely spent more time with that leadership teams, and I know a lot of the larger organizations, and even in some of the smaller organizations, they'll spend that time with you if you really want to show that passion and drive in it. Things have changed. A lot of people didn't survive this whole pandemic, but it gives us and you, the younger people in your room right now, the opportunity to find those areas where they can grow and develop. And create something from now.
That's perfect. Thank you. That's